Hey, what's up? Hope you are chillaxing. Today we're going to talk about how to stream Rust without getting stream sniped. So the first thing you want to do is go into the options menu, turn on streamer mode. What this will do is just hide your name from viewers so they can't look you up. And then you could also do stream nicknames, which will just show your friends' nicknames. And then under user interface, this is optional, but you can disable a chat with show chat. Just turn that off. And mute global chat you can turn on. And what that'll do is any servers that are like restarting or anything, it won't say what server it is. But here's a problem. When you go to check your map, it shows your viewers where you are. So we're going to explain how to hide that with OBS Studio. And this is using OBS 30 and above. Whenever you press G, and this is going to be a natural map hide so that you can just not have to worry about hitting a second key or anything. So the first thing we're going to do is we're going to open up our web browser, and you have to download Python 3.6.8, and I'll provide a link in the description. But I'm on a 64-bit Windows system, so I'm just going to install the AMD 64 executable, which is right here. So we're going to click that, and then just save it. And then once that's complete, we're going to click to open that up, and it'll start the installer. So I'm just going to click Add Python 3.6 to Path, and then Install Now. And this might take a minute. We're just going to wait for this. Okay, now that that's done, we're just going to hit close. And then on here, somebody created an OBS script to do a custom map hide for Rust specifically. And it just lets you assign push to show with G. You can customize it, but that'll be your map hide by default. So this is the page through the OBS scripts page on the obsproject.com forums. If you click on the discussion, you can see somebody created a hotfix for it. So the original had some random crashes, and this user, Penwy, attached a hotfix for it. So we're just going to download that, save it somewhere on the computer. So I'm just going to put in pictures / Rust map hide, and then we're going to save it. So we're going to open the folder now, and we're just going to extract it. So I'm just going to copy it back to the folder here, and there's your Python script. Then also you just want to have a picture for your map hide. So I just kind of took this picture from Pixabay, I think it's called. It's a site where you can just use free pictures for commercial content. And then I just added some text, said, please no snipey. And that's going to be my no snipe picture. So whenever I press G, I want this picture to show up. Okay, so now that that is all set up, I just put in the same folder just to make it easy. So what we're going to do is in OBS, we're going to go into Tools, Scripts, and then where it says Python install path, we're going to find where we installed Python. Okay, so to get that, we're going to hit Start and type Python, right-click, Open File Location. And then we're going to right-click the executable, go to Properties, and then just copy-paste. Click browse, copy paste the folder. Okay, so there's where it's installed. And then under scripts here, we're going to add where we put that Python file. We're going to load that script. So if you follow the instructions here, it says, what's your map source name? And then Rust scene name. And then what's the reveal delay? So we're going to go ahead and close this for now. And then add a map hide picture. Okay, to do that, we're going to set up a scene for Rust. So for Rust, I just have game capture, my webcam, and audio. So you should know how to do this already if you're streaming. But if not, you can just add a game capture scene by hitting plus and then go to game capture. And under properties, we're just going to capture any full screen application, capture cursor, and then I'm setting hook rate to fastest, which as soon as I click on Rust, it'll capture the screen. And then click OK. So after that, after we have our audio all set up on our webcam, we're going to click add source, image, and then we're going to make this the name of the map hide. So you could type no snipe if you want, and then click OK. And then we're going to click browse for the image file, and then find our picture of our Rust map hide, and then click open. So you should be able to see your picture here. And then we're going to click OK. And then your picture will be on top. So you want to just hit the eyeball to make the picture hide. And then we're going to right click that, transform, stretch the screen. So then when I hit the eyeball, it should show the map hide over the entire screen like so. Then when I hit the eyeball again, it'll hide the picture. Make sure that's working first. Okay, so now that your no snipe picture is tested and working, we're just going to find in the sources where we want to put it. So if you want it to cover the entire picture, including your webcam, you would leave it at the top of your sources. If you want your map hide to cover everything but the webcam, you would put it one stop below the webcam. And then if I hit the eyeball to show it, you should be able to see me through the webcam on top of the no snipe picture. So that's up to you how you want to do it. Totally customizable, depending on where you set it. So for the time being, I am just going to put it right above the webcam. So now that you're all set up in your sources, we're going to go back into tools, scripts, and type in here your Rust map source name. So what that is the name that you created for the image for your no snipe picture. So I named it no snipe. So I'm just going to type in no snipe, and then Rust scene name. So that's the scene that you capture Rust with, and I named that Rust. Now I would recommend keeping Rust separate from game capture, because if you're playing another game where you have G as a keybind, you don't want the game to be hidden. So you want to use a different game capture for another game besides Rust. So once that's all set in here with a Rust scene name and source name, you want to make sure your reveal delay is set for just a little bit of time. Now it says 0.11 is standard, and I think that's a perfectly acceptable delay. It'll just delay it a little bit after. So I like to keep it at the default here at 0.11. So I'm going to click close. Okay, so now what we have to do is go into File Settings, and then where it says Hotkeys, we want to scroll down to where it says Rust Map Push to Hide. And then what we're going to do here is set G to the push to hide by pressing G on the keyboard. And then we're going to click Add, then add Shift plus G, then add Control Shift G, then add Control G. So no matter if you are pulling the map up, just pressing G. If you're running, pressing G. If you're speed crouching, pressing G, or just crouching, pressing G, the map hide will show up. Then we're going to hit Apply and OK. So now you can go ahead and test it out without streaming just by pressing G. And if your map hide showed up, it should be working. Now we're going to test Shift G, Control Shift G, and Control G. And it seems to be working. So I'm going to go back in game and demonstrate. Okay, so I'm running around here. Now I'm holding G. Now I just let go. Now I'm holding Shift W like I'm running. I'm pressing G here. Just let go. Now I'm crouching and holding Shift W and I'm pressing G. I released it. That should be able to hide your map no matter what. Hope that was helpful to you and it was a good tutorial. Please like, subscribe, and leave a comment if you have any questions. And I hope to see you in a future stuff, Hit the bell for notifications and stuff. Thanks, bye.